How are you folks doing? Good morning. I'm jumping in the video here. Let's talk about what happened in Dominican Republic over there. They had a building collapse, folks. I think like close to 80 people died and 150 injuries. It's not looking good. All right. There's a reason why I'm bringing this up. Before that happened, all right, guys, they were experiencing a swarm of earthquakes. I'm going to repeat that. I was doing video on this. I've been doing video on this now for the past month and a half, letting people know in Punta Cana and Puerto Rico that there's a swarm of quake happening. You can go through my list of video and you'll see it, that what I'm saying is true. I've been warning people, letting them know, stay aware, be aware of your environment. Guys, I'm going to start to encourage you, especially for the certain areas that I listed that's prone for earthquakes. Please start checking your infrastructure of your buildings. Start making better decisions in the way you go. You got to start being aware, guys. You have to. All right? Things are changing. And you got to wake up fast to these changes, because if you're not going with the storm, you're going to get left behind. You don't want to get left behind. Really and truly. What's happening right now? If you're in places like Japan, if you're in places like Indonesia, which is getting hit with quakes like crazy, if you're in places like Papua New Guinea, if you're in places like Tonga, Fiji, Myanmar just got hit with a huge earthquake. Japan is getting hit right now with 5.3 back to back. Philippines is going to get hit also with big quakes, anywhere between 4.5 and above. Indonesia is going to get hit with a bunch of quakes, 4.7 and above for Indonesia, the southern part of Indonesia. And during the summertime, as I've been saying, these areas are going to be swarmed with volcanic eruption. There's going to be a chain of volcanic eruption ripping through these areas, guys. Papua New Guinea, Japan, Indonesia, volcanic eruption is coming this summer. It is. Cayman Islands, you're going to get hit again with an earthquake. It's going to be a 4.5 and bigger, and it's coming. A 5.3 just hit the extreme southern section of the Caribbean, the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, right out there in the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. It's not getting better, folks. It really isn't. Again, it's not about me trying to spread fear. Fear has nothing to do with these videos. I think I'm pretty accurate. Guys, my prediction scares me. I'm going to be honest. It really scares me sometimes, because I know what's coming. That's why I always try to stay in a positive mood. I enjoy laughing. Solomon said it best, and he's so right. With great knowledge come great sorrow. So me knowing what's coming, how do you think I feel sometimes? That's why I have to laugh, because I know sorrow is ahead of us. A lot. But I'm not going to dwell on that. But I know it's there. With great knowledge comes great sorrow. It's a burden. It's a huge burden to carry. You know what? I'll open up a little bit for you guys. I really did pray and ask God, give me the correct knowledge so I can help people. I did ask him for that years ago. I've had some serious encounters of things I don't want to get into, because I don't want people to think I'm crazy. But I didn't realize the extent of what I was asking for. I know now, though. Oh boy, he gave it to me. Trust me, he gave me exactly what I was asking for, because I really want to help people. I couldn't do it without him, but he gave it to me, and I didn't know the extent, what it comes with. I know now. It's sorrow. I know what's coming. I know the death toll that's ahead of us. I'm fully aware of it. I don't want it to happen, but what can I do? I'm doing the best I can, though. I'm making you guys aware. Cayman Islands, you're going to get hit. There's more quake coming for Punta Cana. out there in the north of Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, and Puerto Rico. There's a lot more earthquakes coming. In Japan, it's going to get hit. There's more coming for Alaska. Alaska is going to have a volcanic eruption. I'm hoping. I get a lot of message from people from Alaska said, "Oh yes, we are on top of it. We are preparing," and I love that. A lot of people from Anchorage email me, DM me. I get a ton. I am surprised how much message I get from Alaska. So I said, my friends from Alaska, I love y'all. You guys are really nice people. I get some really wonderful message from you folks, and I enjoy helping you to get ready and stay ready. All right, Mount Spur is gonna blow. It's gonna blow. It's not if or but. It's coming. Same thing with off the shore of Oregon. We're gonna have a volcanic eruption too. But what happened in Dominican Republic, it's very sad. Very, very sad. You know, I'm praying for the family that suffer from the this incident. I am not saying the earthquake take down the building. Not saying that. But at the same time, I don't believe in coincidence. Before this happened, there were a swarm of earthquake happening around Punta Cana. A swarm of it. If you don't believe me, get on your on Google, type in earthquake Punta Cana, and then go to news, and you will see a bunch of articles talking about the those quakes that were happening. Even a couple travel sites were talking about it. And this happened in Dominican Republic. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out. It really doesn't. Critical thinking would lead to certain conclusion. Infrastructure get damaged when you get a swarm of quake. Iceland now had like what? I read saw where Iceland had like 524 earthquakes in 24 hours because they're going to have another volcanic eruption. Volcanoes are going to pop off this summer, guys. See what's going on in the Philippines? It is just the beginning. It's a precursor of what's to come. And when I said it's going to get 100 times worse, it's going to get 100 times worse. And I'm talking about natural disasters where man have no control. Because the pole shift is real. The binary system that's headed towards our planet is real. The giants that are coming on that planet is real. Yes, they are. They're the one that created us. They're coming home. You really think this was our planet? No. Dig further, especially in Sumerian history. You learn a lot. We live in very interesting times. Cherish it though, because we're living in an apocalyptic time where it's going to be talked about for thousands of years. They're going to write books about this time. They're going to. So don't look at it from a fearful standpoint. Be fearful of what? No. Be happy, be glad, knowing this is happening. And you have no man on this earth have control over it. But if you're aware, you could shift and prepare yourself in the right way. You gotta know how to prepare yourself when you have a earthquake activity. Where to stand in your house, the stuff you need to do, the proper precaution you need to take. You need to have like medical supply in your home if you're in areas that with a lot of seismic activity. Once you know this information, you'll start preparing yourself the right way. Food supply, water, because it's not getting better. It's going to get worse, guys. This is an introduction of what's coming. Start inspecting your house for damages, for earthquake damages around your house and so forth. If you live close to the shoreline and you live where earthquakes is happening a lot, start being aware of tsunamis. Keep your eyes, always observe your environment no matter what, no matter where you go. Head on a swivel. That's how I want you guys to be. I do these videos out of love, not to spread fear. That's it. Love y'all, and thank you for sharing my videos.